Hello everybody and welcome back to the Gaming Den. My name is Tyler and we are here with another PvP for Terminator Dark Fate Defiance. We are joined, or I'm playing with Sir Jellybean once again, and we're playing as the founders this time. As you can see, I'm spawning in my guys, quickly moving them forward. I do want to say one thing that we didn't know yet, but ATGMs in this game and the next game after this just stopped working. Like ATGMs in general, just everything, they don't work. Vehicle ATGMs, like infantry ATGMs, none of it works. So if you watch my previous video, I did speak about this, and I personally found it a lot more fun and challenging without ATGMs firing everywhere. But yes, there was some bug where they just stopped working. So that Humvee that I have with an ATGM on it, it's useless. It's just a puff of smoke comes out, but no missile. So it's very strange. And also that unit there, they're also useless. So yeah, as you can see, I'm spawning a lot, guys. I'm trying to, as you can see, so Jellybean's moving towards Charlie immediately with some Humvees. And I am secured. I've secured Bravo. Not much happens over there, to be honest. Most of the action happens over at Charlie, which will start soon. And it kind of just stays over there pretty much for the whole game. But yeah, it definitely changed without ATGMs. It definitely changed the dynamics of the game. Because vehicles actually became much more of a threat. Like, that's one thing that made it much more fun and also challenging, is that vehicles became a threat now. Because when you had like ATGMs firing everywhere, vehicles weren't so much of a threat, to be honest. They didn't feel like a threat. Like when you saw a tank, it's like, oh, that's alright, I got an ATGM crew, bang, gone. So yeah, I definitely, I actually prefer the game with no ATGMs, but I would like some, like, minimal amount of anti-tank missiles, but not as many as it has right now. So I got this kind of locked down now, waiting for the enemy. Don't really come. I end up sending some support over to Charlie because there's a lot of enemy units over there. Both, yeah. Both players are kind of concentrated over at Charlie. So I end up diverting resources over there like a striker. Yeah, so the enemy are kind of dug in those ruined buildings, and very, like I said, very hard to dislodge. So as you can see, I'm trying to go for anti-tank missiles, but we didn't know yet. We still haven't figured out that they're not working. As soon as you see me stop buying any anti-tank stuff, you'll understand that I now know that that they're not working. Yeah, so I'm looking for more infantry. One interesting thing is that the anti-tank guided missiles stopped working, but the kind of rocket launchers that the infantry have, they were working. So it's weird. It's a very strange bug. I'm going to get the crew there in that building because they're standing out in the open. So the enemy are now pushing. Obviously, they're still pushing on Charlie pretty heavy, and more units are arriving. So I think this is when I actually start diverting a lot more resources over to Charlie.
Humvee reporting, sir. On the move, sir. On the way.
Yeah, bringing in some Humvees and stuff.
Drivers need support.
I've got 2 Humvees with ATGMs, and they're completely useless in this game because they stopped working. So I think, yeah, the AT4s are working. Like you'll see infantry firing rockets, but they're like just standard kind of standard rocket.
What are the orders, sir? Moving. Reporting. Drivers reporting, sir. Moving. On the way. Yes, sir. Open
Yeah,
fire.
so the enemy are basically hiding and digging in. They're creating a beachhead, or a beachhead really. They're creating a foothold in those buildings, which they're gonna then use to push onto Charlie. And now me and so Jellybean are just trying to. So this is me looking for. I'm looking for a global chat. There isn't one, but I was looking for a global chat to tell the other guys like, look, ATGMs aren't working. But yeah, there's no global chat, which is disappointing. There should be. I can understand why there might not be, but yeah, it would be good to have that for sure. Actually, there's not even a local chat, so you can talk with your teammate, which is pretty bad.
Enemies ahead.
This is where I figured out ATGMs are not working at all. You'll see, look, it's just fires a puff of smoke,
Humvee under
and yeah, then Humvee gets taken out. But
Humvee's going up in flames. Spotted one. What are the orders, sir? Driver's down.
so I'm moving my Abrahams up. Has a bit of a weird hissy fit later in a minute, but overall it gets to fire its plasma cannon. So as you can see, so Jellybean, the infantry is holding that building fairly well. I really like the destruction mechanics, physics in this game. Really good. And I actually do like it. I like how the infantry is hard to dislodge from buildings. I like that. It's actually fairly realistic. I think that tanks like the Abrahams and other tanks should do a little bit more damage to the buildings than they are doing. But other than that, I do enjoy that. I do like that you have to slug it out to really dislodge infantry from buildings. This is me again looking for a global chat. I might be overlooking it, but I couldn't find it. So Jellybean just lost his Abrahams there. Not sure what took that out actually. It might have been a plasma bolt. So I try something here which doesn't work at all. I tried to do a flank. I tried to flank with my Abrahams, but it just doesn't work. And the turret wouldn't spin. It just kind of stayed in that kind of position. I wanted it to aim forward, but yeah, it got stuck there and did this weird turny thing. And then died. And then it was killed. So yeah, not going to try that again. But now I've got HIMARS, and you're finally going to be able to see me use HIMARS. I fire and move. Every time I fire the HIMARS, I will move position.
Incoming threat. Open fire.
So I'm going to fire a volley now onto that location with all the buildings. Basically, I'm trying to use it to dislodge the enemy from that foothold that they have in those ruins over here. So Jellybean's got a paladin, which very good infantry, very good artillery. As you can see, it just took out a vehicle. And now I'm just waiting. I want to get a shot of the I want to get a shot of the missiles coming down on these buildings. For you guys, obviously. Bam. Really good. HIMARS is good. Those buildings are tough though. really tough. I mean, that should have leveled them. I'm looking for a supply truck. Because like I explained in my previous video, the HIMARS it has only one volley. So it fires 6 rockets and then you need to resupply it. So yeah, this is me now just trying to help Sir Jellybean push the enemy out of those ruins to push them away from Charlie. As you can see, I'm taking because there's nothing coming towards Bravo, so I start to divert forces away from there. I kind of put my HIMARS behind this I put it behind the railway bridge track. It gives it a little bit of cover if they fire at me, because one of the enemy players is Founders, the other one is Legion. So it means that one of the enemy players can get a HIMARS. I do think that the Legion need an equivalent to the HIMARS as well. That needs to happen, because there's nothing equivalent to the HIMARS in the Legion assets. There should be something, even if it's just like a HIMARS that's been, you know, upgraded by Legion, something like that. So I decided to hit Echo with a volley. I'm not sure if I take anything out, but I probably did. But I can't see because of the fog of war, so it's kind of a blind volley. Trying to get a shot for you guys here. There we go. 6 rockets up and away. As you can see, I'm moving. Now they're attacking me, as you can see here. I just realized that they're attacking me. So I quickly get an Abrahams in, try and bring that forward, because the infantry are getting smashed in those ruins. And I'm not happy about that. As you can see, the 80 gems are not working. Otherwise, that vehicle would have been dead ages ago. I panicked a bit because my HIMARS got hurt. I was like, no. Oh yeah, they got Rev 6s. That was terrifying. Oh, that Paladin kind of took those last 2 out, saved me. So it's a good job on Sir Jellybean's Paladin there, supporting me and him. There's artillery firing, so I'm like, okay, let me just lob some missiles that way. And I'm not sure why it started driving. Very weird.
Rangers ready. Rangers lead the way.
So now, as you can see on the minimap, so Jellybean managed, well, me and him managed to dislodge from the ruins. He's got infantry now. We've actually pushed him back across the other side of the road, which is good for us because it pushes him further away from Charlie, which makes it harder and deadlier for them if they want to then push forward. So it's kind of like expanding the grey zone, if you will.
Rangers here. Hoorah! Yes, sir.
So they got a Terminator tank in the ruins over there. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to deal with it, because it is a deadly tank. If you've seen my previous video, you'll know that. I'm trying to move forward with an Abrahams and a couple units of Rangers. However, the Rangers have only got, well, they just got small arms weapons. They have no kind of anti-tank ability whatsoever.
Hoorah! Got company. Got
Yeah, I
trouble.
decided to get a paladin.
Enemy sighted. Enemy fire.
And another Bradley. So
Got incoming.
as you can see, the Rangers are trying to get into cover in that building so they can open up on the enemy in the other building. And we've got artillery and we've got Terminator tank
Fire.
that is ruining our day. So I'm going to try and use the HIMARS to take care of that.
Enemy sighted. Enemy. Got casualties. Incoming. We are getting hit hard.
HIMARS is firing, and I'll get a good shot for you guys in a minute for that on that strike. But when it has to fire really far away, it does take a minute or two for the missiles to land. But I fired onto this artillery because that artillery is very dangerous. So better to get rid of it because they can only get 2 of them, same as we can only get 2 paladins. So yeah, these self-propelled guns are very deadly. I was actually wondering where the HIMARS missiles were because they were taking longer than usual to come down. Boom, there's one. One damaged it, the others are just going to ruin it. Beautiful, look at that. So I've got a few rangers left. I'm trying to deal with that Terminator tank. we both shot each other, but the Terminator tank can take more hits, unfortunately.
They got us. Tank crew reporting, sir.
Yeah, so I'm trying to advance now on Delta, trying to push now that they're kind of they decided to move their focus over to Bravo. I decided to move my focus over to Delta, kind of playing the enemy at their own game. They were expecting us to be weak, or me or us. They were expecting us to be weak at Bravo, because we were trying to stop them at Charlie. And if you look on the minimap, we've actually Sir Jellybean's not only pushed them back across the road from Charlie, but you can see he's got yellow dots there on the minimap in those buildings on the other side of the road. So he's pushed them back even further. Good hit, really good hit from the Paladin. Not sure if it was mine or Sir Jellybean's, but it's a goddamn good hit.
Deployed. Trouble ahead.
Man, they are tough. They're really tough. So now we know it's coming. It's going to try and dislodge our infantry. So, well, Sir Jellybean's infantry. I got more rangers.
Rangers lead the way.
And actually, I think Sir Jellybean might lose his Abrahams here. Oh no, I lose my Bradley. Yeah, it got absolutely smashed.
Any tanks free for us? Tank crew under attack.
Got to take care of those Terminators up in the building. You can see we've got about 10 minutes left on the game, so
We are in flight.
we still have the majority of the points. So that means that if we can hold out for 10 minutes, you know, on the defensive, we will win. However, we don't want to take the pressure off now. We made that mistake, me, Devin and Sir Jellybean, we made that mistake in Gates of Hell. We were like literally 20 points away from winning, and we let the pressure off and we got smashed and we lost the game. And I was like,
Ready to burn en route.
yeah, that was a very sad, disappointing loss. because it didn't have to happen that way. If we'd just kept the pressure on. So now, in any RTS PvP, we just keep the pressure on. If we've got the upper hand, the enemy's on the back foot. Yeah, this is a weird thing that happened. They're just stuck in each other.
Inbound on target.
And somehow I lost mine, but theirs didn't die.
Going down.
Black Hawk down! Black Hawk down!
Enemy
So I've taken Delta. However, it doesn't really matter so much. In this game, it's about how many points you have at the end of the game.
affirmative.
You don't accumulate. Like, it's not like Gates of Hell where you accumulate points by having the majority. You just have to hold more than the enemy at the end of the timer, or take all of them and you'll win straight away. But
Yes, sir.
Echo, like E,
Rangers
point E was
affirmative.
heavily defended. There was no way. I mean, look at the infantry in that building. And that building is so tough. There was no way we were gonna. There's no way we were gonna push them back over on that one. But we did push them back quite far, to be fair. And the paladins are smashing that building, but like, if you could hear me and Sir Jellybean, we were like, what the hell is this building made from? In adamantium? My HIMARS came down on it, but still, it's just won't go.
Pin down. Got company.
This map is quite tough because it's urban combat. You know, urban warfare is tough. In a game or in real life, it's a fucking tough. Very, very difficult.
Rangers. Target acquired. On the way. What are the orders, sir?
So yeah, I'm trying to hold Delta. However, you know,
Affirmative. Take them out.
my vehicles are getting pounded for some reason. I can't take out their vehicles.
South spotted.
I think my paladin's almost out of ammo.
South spotted.
My Bradley is taking the pounding though, to be fair. I'm trying to move as you can see, I'm trying to move my Rangers, but they're getting hit in the crossfire over there. But I'm trying to move them into the building so that I can kind of get a stronger foothold in this point. But it's not going the way I want it to.
Rangers requesting support. Rangers hold position.
As you can see, well, some of the Rangers made it, not many.
Rangers fire. Pin down. Rangers requesting support. South spotted. Yes, sir. On it. Rangers down.
Yeah, my Abrahams did a good thing there. However, they're really, he's really getting hit hard by those walkers. I need another supply truck, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, so Jellybean's doing a mass infantry charge. He's just trying to get infantry in that building to take care of like their infantry, but just too many of them. Now they have a VTOL. That VTOL, if you've seen the previous video, VTOL, the Legion VTOL, if you're used in the right way, is extremely deadly.
Incoming threat. On the move, sir.
So the enemy just fired a HIMARS. Not sure where it's landing. I think it hits the jelly bean. So I kind of got lucky there because all my stuff's in the same area. So this is where, when I saw the enemy use a HIMARS, I decided, you know what? I'm going to move my, I end up moving my HIMARS. But they've got so many vehicles accumulated here. I couldn't let that go. I had to hit it. As soon as I was being nice. I waited until Sir Jellybean's men had been killed, you know, before, you know, unleashing the HIMARS. So the HIMARS is gonna fire, and I'm gonna get a good shot for you guys on this strike. But Sir Jellybean lost everything there. Like, I mean, yeah. If the enemy advanced now, but that's why I fired the HIMARS when I did on that point, because they got, look, all those vehicles accumulated there. Like, I had to take them out one way or another, and bang, so good. Again, they lost fucking like so much. Like, that probably halted their advance. If I hadn't destroyed them, they might have pushed Charlie, and if they'd have taken Charlie, they would have won, because we'd have only had 3 points. As you can see, I lost Delta, and I was like, you know what, I'm not going to bother trying to take it.
Drivers waiting on orders.
So I'm bringing my one of my Bradleys back. This map has been even more ravaged. Finally managed to take out their air support there.
On the way. Yes, sir. What are the orders?
Another HIMARS
What are the
strike.
orders, sir?
I'm just trying to, basically I'm firing a HIMARS at this point just as like, just to kind of hold them back. You know, if they're accumulating any forces in any area, just kind of hold them back. Because we're about to win this. Yeah, beautiful. Anyway, I want to thank all of you for watching this video. If you've stayed till the end, thank you very much. I really hope you enjoyed it. I guess if you have stayed till the end, you did enjoy this game. You did enjoy the commentary.
Got trouble.
But there will be more PvPs or Terminator coming. Been enjoying it. I wanted to take a break from Gates of Hell as well. You know, YouTube is a hobby for me. Just a fun little hobby that I do with my friends, and you know, to entertain people. I like to entertain people. I like to provide value for people, I guess. So for me, this is fun. I do it when I have time. But yeah, I thank everyone for their support. You know, I thank you for subscribing, for enjoying the content. But yeah, this is coming to a close now, and you know, we've won this one.
Drivers waiting on orders.
But they done the final, like, you know, they're trying this final assault, so I'll let you guys enjoy this final assault before we say our goodbyes.
What are the orders, sir? Yes, sir. En route. Drivers waiting on orders. On the move, sir.
But it was good to see them try a final assault like this. I think it's coming in a minute. But
HIMARS awaiting strike. En route. Open fire.
I wanted to get off a final volley.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, we'll have a look at the stats here at the end. But thank you very much again for watching, and I hope to see you in the next videos. And there are the stats. So again, thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.